I start, like, I lead Sean into talking about writing for Shaquille O'Neal.
This is we got to drop this as a bit.
You don't like that bit?
I don't like the bit.
You don't like it? Okay.
Here's what I do think is interesting. There's not a lot about this podcast online, but when you do search for it, everyone talks about how much I'm talking about Shaquille O'Neal.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, it's like it's just not indicative of what we're doing on this podcast.
It's not. So it's not a funny bit.
I mean, it's a very funny bit.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Now it seems like I'm constantly bringing it up. I wrote for Shaquille O'Neal's Tosh.0 ripoff called Upload with Shaquille O'Neal in 2012. I mentioned it offhanded one time, and now Brendan brings it up every episode to start.
Every episode starts with us.
I think that's
with
great.
Me saying, Sean, that's enough about Shaquille O'Neal. Let's talk about our guest. Because I will lead it into like.
Yeah, and then he edits this part out.
I will leave it. That's the end of the Shaquille. Well, it might not be the end, but now everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's a funny bit. Like, I do think it's funny
because Sean has a list. Sean has done a bunch of amazing things, and I think
but that's the most amazing, maybe.
Oh, sorry, I had the mic turned up for the other guy. There you go.
Am I in? Can you hear me?
Say that's the most amazing again.
That's the most amazing.
Wow, that was good.
Thanks.
That was a great second take.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, he just wrote for the Mark. You don't like to brag about what you do?
No, because
Mark, the lead singer for Sugar Ray, he writes all his banter for extra.
I did the Mark McGrath Prize, which is give it to the hottest Dairy Queen waitress in Southern California. No, I'm ashamed of everything I do because I'm a fucking piece of shit who doesn't deserve anything. But this is Off the Records with B Money the Oka Man.
God, make a Dracula noise.
A Dracula noise? That was a Dracula noise?
Well, yeah, we were doing werewolves, but you can do right.
Well, Sean's inspired by Wolfman Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I focused, because I'm the Oka Man, I focused on the man part. And then yeah, it's a shame that no one talks about this podcast.
It is a shame.
But our guest this week is Louis Katz, comedian.
What's up, guys? Hey.
Louis.
Here I am.
Old pal.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for doing it, man. I'm very excited.
Oh, me too, man. I love comedy albums. I used to listen to them all the time. I listen to them less these days, so it's good to get back into it.
Yeah, what are some of your formative comedy albums?
Skanks for the Memories.
Hell,
oh yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Like I honestly, I think I listen to it like twice a year, just to remember what I like about comedy.
It's so funny. So I'd say that one more than anything, and then also, you know, we were when we started. I think we're all kind of the same generation, kind of more or less.
So yeah.
But it was before everyone had a special for everything. So, you know, there was the first few hours of some of the greatest living comedians were only on albums. So my favorite, I love Maron and Stanhope and Maria Bamford, and they have all three of them have like 3 or 4 hours. Not on film, only on albums for being so recent. Like a lot of these old school guys, they only have albums. But those are 3 of my favorites, and you really can only hear it there, you know.
And you work with Attell all the time. You're like his go-to guy.
So yeah, now a little less, but yeah, we worked together a long time. We're good friends, and yeah, it was cool. It became, just like getting to know all these people who were my favorites, and now I'm friends with them. It's pretty cool.
Well, Attell's great. I don't think anybody would ever deny that he is like the king of comedy.
Yeah, no, he's been ensconced in like my comedy Mount Rushmore for the entire time.
And Sean worked with Norm Macdonald for quite a while.
Yeah,
so that's
awesome.
he's definitely also on there.
I mean, two of the best.
Well, and Norm's one of the ones where. And I was saying, like, I don't listen to comedy albums much now because I'm so burnt.
Yeah.
You do comedy a long time, you get bitter and nothing's funny. And then I would listen the Norm album, I forget which one, would like just
the sketch one, Ridiculous?
No, not that one's really funny too. But no, the stand-up one is the
me doing stand-up? Oh yeah.
I just for some reason it still made me really kill me. It was like I could be bored of all stand up and I listen to that and it's still really funny to me. But yeah, it's also with him, it's that timing thing and that confidence and just they're not giving a fuck, you know.
Yeah.
Which I have not been able to even kind of learn. I'm still 25 years in, and I still give a fuck, and I fucking hate it. It's horrible.
I think that is why I kind of love Attell and Norm equally. Is that Attell's kind of a machine gun, where it is just quick, lightning quick, short jokes, but they're all like, I mean, so tight because they're just well written.
Yeah.
And Norm slow plays everything.
Oh yeah, he just sits in the pocket, man. He just sits.
He makes them come to you, and then like when he does hit the punchline, like even like in like his old like when he did Letterman for the first time in the '90s, where he's like. With a guy who Satan told him to kill his wife.
Yeah.
Oh. And he's like, it's not Satan, it's me, Bob. Like he waits to explode with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, another thing about both of them is they both like don't. They kind of the way they like have kind of power over the audience, where he'll stay in the pocket. He doesn't care if they're not laughing. The longer Norm waits between the punchlines, it's almost like the funnier it is because he just doesn't care. And then Attell can also like when I perform, I just feel like I have to smile. I have to pretend like I'm enjoying it, even if I'm not. And Attell doesn't do any of that. He seems like he's not enjoying it. If his crowd sucks, he fucking trashes them and he pulls it off, and they still love him.
God,
you know what I mean? It's amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm so jealous of that because I will suck everyone in that audience's dick, like, if I have to.
Yeah.
But I remember like opening for Norman Irvine, like, and he ran the light by like an hour and 10 minutes, and like he walked half the room, like in the show, like he just lost them almost instantly.
Wow.
And never got them back, and they all were stumbling out. And like they're flickering the light for like 40 minutes to him. And he's like, what else do I have? And then he just recites from memory this poem about Joe DiMaggio that like I've Googled and I can't find it. So I feel like he just made it up.
Wow,
but
that's crazy. That's crazy.
It was like 10 minutes long, this poem.
Well, we're not, I mean, yeah, Norm and Attell are great.
Yeah, but
we're here with the great Louis Katz.
Hello.
And Louis, you're a great joke writer.
Thanks, man.
What's your last special called?
Present tense.
Present tense. Yeah. It's great. Have you watched it, Sean?
No,
that's okay.
Can we put a link?
Yeah, I'll have a link to that. But the microdosing.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know. The only way men are going to survive is we start learning more from women. I've been doing my own part. Recently I started peeing sitting down. It's a baby step, but it's a step nonetheless. Any other guys in here pee sitting down? Yeah, over there in the back. I think you pee passed out in an alley. That's how I think you pee. How long you been doing it vagina style? Damn, wow, a veteran of the game, salute. Because that's way advanced, man. It took me a long time to start doing that. It is so much better. I'm going to convert all you guys in here tonight, seriously. It's the best. You get to sit down, so relaxing, don't make a mess in front of the toilet, no drippage inside of your pants. And to me, this is the best part. Because I'm sitting down so much more throughout the day, now I'm taking all these random little shits. That's right, I'm microdosing.
But jokes are always like it always seems like it's gonna turn corny, like because there's a weird thing with stand-up where you're kind of supposed to pretend like you're just casually talking, like you're making it up right then. We're fucking not. But you know,
I'll have to edit that
out. Yeah, you want to get beheaded by the comedian council? Just kidding. We would never unite.
I guess you're always riding the line of corniness, you know, with jokes. You know, there's some you have to get in. You have to be into that they're jokes, or sometimes it's corny. Or I don't know. It's like maybe that's just a taste thing. I don't know. You know.
I feel like you up the joke pleaser here. I don't know if the mics even picked that up, but I feel like you have like a hybrid of that. Like, you know, you're not just joke. Like there is like a personal, like it's not all complete bullshit.
Well,
like,
yeah. I try and one of my things that I try and do is I try and write different kinds of jokes. I try and like surprise people, not just with like the topics, but also the style of joke. And I think like once you have a joke that's always like the same kind of joke over and over again, it gets like boring.
Right. It does, especially if you're like doing anything longer than like 15 minutes. Like
I have 5 minutes, man. I can if I could see like the like. In fact, I wanted to bring him up because you're talking about albums, and I was saying I don't listen to them as much anymore. But there's this dude who passed away, that Canadian comic. Well, because what I was gonna say is like a misdirect. I used to like there was a certain wave of comics. And they would just do the misdirect, and it's like, I get it. You're gonna say something, and it's gonna be something different. I fucking get it. And if your whole act is misdirects, I'm not into it. But there's this dude, Nick Nemiroff. He passed away, and I just saw he died. So I'm like, I should listen to his album because he died. And man, it was the funniest. It's like you think there's no way to do misdirects anymore, and this guy like reinvented the misdirect. It's a super funny album, just from like a couple years ago.
What's up, guys? Like Conan said, my name is Nick Nemiroff, and like most people my age, I am 28. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really needed some laughter right now. I just flew in, and I actually got some pretty devastating news from the hospital. I found out that my dad has been pronounced dead, and it just sort of made me think. He spent his whole life working and raising me and my brother and my baby sister, and I just can't believe that we've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You picked an album, a great album that I've been I put in the mix especially for you because I feel like this guy is obviously somebody you picked the Robert Schimmel's Come Again, is that what it's called?
Yeah, Comes Clean.
Comes Clean.
Yeah, this is, man, I love Schimmel. I worked with him a couple times. You did too. And we were talking about Attell. It's like, so Attell was an early inspiration for me, and then I feel like Schimmel is like an inspiration of Attell. I feel like a lot of like Schimmel, I think Attell has a lot of influence, and this is me thinking, this is not quoting him. I think he has kind of a lot of Robert Schimmel, Richard Jenny kind of vibes mixed together.
Interesting.
Yeah, and Schimmel's just like, he's just kind of like he's like the older school dirty comic, and just some of the jokes. It's funny. It's like I feel like I actually remember playing. I think it's this album. I played it for a friend. It was like their premises that like have since become so common that you know them already. But he's the dude. Mm-hmm. He's the one that told these jokes first. You know what I mean? And they're so funny and they're so dirty and but in a smart way. And he's just a really funny dude and really like crazy life story and all that. I mean, should we open with the story or should we listen to the album and
let's
then
listen to some listen to some
right.
of his
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here. I was walking over tonight, I saw some young couple in the horse and carriage riding by. It looks real romantic. It's like $25, you're smelling horse farts for half an hour. Clip clop, clip. Yeah, we'll get out here. I live in LA. A couple of weeks ago, I was involved in a carjacking, but luckily none got on the upholstery. It's okay. My mom doesn't like that joke either. I have a 16-year-old daughter. She just got her learner's permit. She wanted me to teach her how to drive. I said, I don't know if I have the patience for that. She said, okay, there's a guy at school. I said, all right, let's go. So we're practicing in a parking lot. She wants to try and drive home. I swear, I'm not making this up. She pulls out to the street, makes a right-hand turn, doesn't turn the wheel back, and the car just keeps turning. She jumps the curb. We're on the sidewalk. She panics, probably because I was going, Jess, what the fuck are you doing? And she floors it, and we go through a cinder block wall into the Federal Express building. Like $5,700 damage to the car. She gets out and says, okay, you don't have to give me my allowance this week. I said, allowance? You're going to be blowing the body shop guy. We're way past the allowance. What? She's going to wind up blowing somebody anyway. Why not him and save me a couple of bucks? Shit, I was willing to chip in and blow him for the deductible. Here, let Daddy show you how to do it. Breathe through your nose. That's the secret. It's pretty fucked up. And then she's with some guy one day and he goes, hey, great blowjob. Yeah, my dad showed me how to do
I mean, is there anybody doing, like, I mean, outside of Attell and you?
I mean, he literally just got about 10 jokes in there. Like,
yeah, it was so, well, also just like he just got on stage and started like joke.
Yeah.
Joke. You know
no,
what I mean?
yeah, no breaking the tension at all. Not like, hey, how are you? Like it was just I launch into jokes.
Yeah. I mean, but I guess I was thinking like there's other like well, Jenny was dirty sometimes, and I mean, I guess Slayton was dirty back then too.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. There's like I shouldn't like make he's like the only guy doing it, but like it's just I don't know.
There's also no desperation in what he's doing. Like,
what do you mean?
In terms of him with the way he's delivering jokes, he does not care if they're laughing. He is telling them the same exact way, making them. It's being in the pocket. He's
like Norm. Yeah, sure.
He is really like, you come to me. I'm gonna do these jokes right here. Like,
sorry, I just gotta tell one story. This is just like this is where. So I'm opening for him. I think it's in Arizona. We're in an elevator going down to the hotel. It's like it's me and 3 business people, 2 guys and a lady, and it's like the elevator's taking forever. And someone's like, man, this thing's never going down. He goes, sounds like my ex-wife. Everyone laughs, except for the lady. She's like, that's inappropriate, sir. And he's like, I'm a comedian. I'm working down straight. She's like, she puts a kibosh on the whole thing. Like, she's like, that's really not right for you to make that joke in this elevator. But it was so awesome. I mean, you wait for those moments in life. Just someone actually said that and he had it. Boom. So fucking funny.
Put me up in a nice hotel, checked in, they said smoking or non-smoking room? I said non-smoking. They said, okay, you know there's no smoking in there. I said, thanks. Well, I really wasn't sure what non-smoking meant. Thought it meant the room wouldn't be smoking. I said, I don't smoke. And they said, okay, but if you meet somebody and you take them up to the room, no smoking. I said, if I meet somebody and they want to smoke, they can smoke out in the hall. There's no smoking in the hall. I said, then they go down to the lobby. He goes, why make them go down to the lobby? Just let me put you in the smoking room, and they can smoke right in the room. I said, who the fuck are you talking about? Do you know something I don't know? Get up to my room, they have a little card on the pillow. It says, for turn down service, dial 66. I dialed 66, and this girl got on and said, I wouldn't go out with you for the last guy on earth.
It's very Rodney.
It's a nice service to provide. Went to one of the bellmen last night. I said, hey, you know where I can get fucked around here? He said, yeah, try the gift shop. I was in Las Vegas last week. I met Hulk Hogan, the professional phony wrestler.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
That is phony, that wrestling. You know, I think the way it should really work is the winner gets to fuck the other guy in the ring. Because that way, at least one guy's fighting for real. I don't watch wrestling, but I love boxing. I know Holyfield's fighting tonight. They asked him if he won, would he fight Mike Tyson for $50 million? He said, I have to think about it. For $50 million, I'd suck Tyson's dick in front of my parents. I would, right at the Thanksgiving dinner table. I don't give a shit. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Hey, Ma, you want a little of this?
He sucked 2 dicks already.
You can really tell what's on someone's mind sometimes when they repeat certain topics.
But this is incredible. Like,
I mean, that's I mean, we've all been in high school or high school age or whatever, and it seems like that's always a topic of how much would it cost?
God, I got made fun of so much when I was a sophomore in high school for lowballing.
$11.
Yeah.
That was your nickname. $11 O'Connor.
No, it was like 10 grand.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's worth it.
I mean,
I had no
10 grand,
money.
10 grand to a 15-year-old is like $1 million.
Yeah.
There's just so many bikes you can buy, I guess, or what? I don't know.
It's like a million games of Pac-Man. What is your number now, Sean?
I'm a little older. I have more to lose.
In the event of a water landing or crashing in the fucking ocean, your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Yeah, till the sharks come. And then it's a bobber. Shark eats you, eats the cushion, and has a little fiber, and has a nice shit the next day. I have a friend that scuba dives. He says, you know what you're supposed to do if a shark's bothering you? Bothering? It's not like they're going, hey, you got 50 cents? He said you punch him in the face. Yeah, and then when that doesn't work, you poke him in the eye with your stump. Punch a shark? What if he wasn't even going to attack you? What if he's just curious and he's swimming by and you go, hey, what the fuck? What'd you do that for? I thought you were going to attack me. Yeah, I'm going to now. I was going to let you go, but the other sharks are watching. It doesn't look good now. You know what's weird about plane crashes when you watch the news and they say that people have to be identified by their dental records? Because if they don't know who you are, how the fuck do they know who your dentist is?
That's come up a lot, which I still find super funny, is the shark bit of humanizing animals, of like the shark going, I wasn't even going to attack you. Like having a conversation with a shark.
It does seem like we've completely left that behind, and I think it should come back. Like
Left what behind?
the humanizing of animals, like in bed.
Having talking animals in jokes.
Yeah.
Do you have? It seems like you would have. I
have
feel
a lot
like
of animal jokes, but I don't know if I make them into people.
Because it seems to be a recurring thing, especially in like the late 70s and 80s and some of the 90s, where every comic is kind of has at least one bit where a bear's talking to them. Or
sure.
The bear's always just kind of like, like your classic Midwest American. But I love the just how many jokes he's throwing out, and just to go back, there's just no desperation. He's not angry. He is so even keeled the entire time. He tells every joke the same exact way. And I also miss a time where comedians would be like somewhat sarcastic. Mm-hmm. They don't do that anymore, of being like, oh, is that what you really meant? Like,
yeah, he's doing a lot of those where can you believe this guy said this to me? And he's being sarcastic back. But it's also the tone of his voice. Like, I know he grew up in Arizona, but he still sounds like a New York Jew, because I think he probably was there to started. Was born there. I believe so, or maybe that's just how Jews. talk.
I don't think
then.
Jews are born in Arizona. I think they wind up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, after they wander in the desert. I gotta give it up for Arizona. That comedy scene, like their big three is like
What,
Gary
Gary
Shandling,
Shandling,
Spade,
Spade,
and like Schimmel.
Wow. Yeah.
That's like
That is.
that's pound for pound great for Arizona.
Yeah, it's true. I don't like it there.
It's not. Yeah, that's not my scene. I mean, it's just the the landscape and
It's
the heat.
Florida in the desert. That's what it is. It fucking sucks. But yeah, it gave us 3 good ones. But man, I don't know. Those crowds there are a little.
Oh, wait, when's the last time you performed? Do you
Earlier this year
with Attell or by yourself?
both.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just something about the people there, man. They just seem. I don't know.
There's some big. I was just at the Tempe Improv, and it was like the
Maybe
show,
that place is better because that's where I was with him once, and I don't think I was there. I'm in. Maybe I've been in Phoenix the last few times.
Oh yeah, like at Stand Up Live. Or,
Yeah.
Where they, I mean, I remember going to Stand Up Live, and everyone was real drunk.
Yeah, maybe it's just the energy that single location. Maybe I shouldn't judge the whole state, but I think I'm right to judge them.
Yeah. Honestly, you could only play the cards that you're dealt.
Let's flip. Let's see what's going on side 2.
Oh, classic.
What year was this? Do you have-
1996. It is available on all streaming platforms.
Well, where does it come up in his discography? Is this one of his earlier? This is kind of in the middle then, because he's an '80s dude, right?
Yeah. What is this? 90. What did you say?
maybe before
96.
that-
This is his very first album.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So like he was in the Young Comic Special in the 80s, and but yeah, this is him coming out of a writing career. So like,
Yeah, he wrote for Living Color.
he wrote for
that's
Living
right.
Color.
Yeah.
He wrote for Yakov Smirnoff, and another person who wrote for Jimmy J.J. Walker, Fred Stoller's favorite comedian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, no. So this is him. Like this is Schimmel be like making his next big shot.
It is a trip when you can. For me, I can see you can see it in older sitcoms for sure, where like a black sitcom, but you can be like, man, Jews wrote that. And like I can hear it, and I thought you couldn't tell in Living Color because that's so much later. But I swear sometimes I can tell, like, man, that must have been not Schimmel, some other Jew in that room. Because I can tell it's like just is such a Jewy joke. There's no Jews on the show, right? It's a bunch of black people and Jim Carrey. You know what I mean? No, but you know it's a good example of that. Like if you want to see if you can pick it up. What I realized after watching it, like more or less recently, Princess Bride is fantasy filtered through Jewish comedy.
Well, I mean, Billy Crystal's
but
character in
it's
that.
not just. That's what I thought. I thought
everyone.
it was just
It's
Billy
like
Crystal.
Peter Falk, like.
It's everyone is doing it's every character is that actually.
It's like a Mel Brooks movie almost.
Yes, exactly. It really, and you don't realize how much there's like little like neurotic that type of humor is throughout the whole fucking movie. It's not just the Billy Crystal character. I mean, even Inigo Montoya is Jewish in real life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
it's Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, it's Mandy Patinkin. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But it's not just. I'm not saying the actors. I'm saying the humor itself.
Yeah.
If you want to see what I mean, rewatch Princess Bride.
No, I get what you're saying. I was never. I guess I'm never putting it through that filter. But
It's
now
a joke. It's
except
almost
like a Mel Brooks movie is just like you're like, oh, this embodies Mel Brooks.
But that's the thing is his is like. You can tell it's Jewish because he's telling you it's Jewish all the time. And I'm saying, I'm saying there's like joke forms,
Yes.
that are like it's like the bickering, like even Tarantino kind of does it a little bit. You know, like the assassins bickering about what's the best hamburger is. You know what I mean? Like that
It's
little
shtick.
It's that shit.
It's very comedy team, and it's just that's how he learned to write from watching a bunch of stuff. So he's watching all these two-hander things.
Yeah.
And pretty much it's like Jewish people and Irish people have been the comedy writers since the beginning of television.
And it ends now.
And
They say the most marriages break up in the bedroom. If you have a bad sex life, you have a bad marriage. You have to find ways to keep it exciting and stimulating. And to fantasize, role play, pretend your wife is someone else, or have her pretend you're another guy. I tried that. That sucks, that idea. Honey, tonight pretend I'm some other guy. And then she does stuff with him she never does with me. It's real exciting while I'm choking her, trying to find out who I am. They say to try porno movies, that'll spice up your sex life. My wife said, I don't want to rent porno movies because then the guy at the video place is going to know that we're renting porno. So I took her to a hotel where you could watch them in the room, and that way the guy at the front desk knows when you're checking out. Okay, that was $79 a night, and how'd you guys like cockmongers?
Have you ever rented a porn in a hotel room?
Once on a family vacation. Remember, there used to be like you could just flip through the channels and let you watch for free for 50 seconds. I just pretended like I didn't know what was going on with the remote and just like put it on in the room with my whole family. My mom freaked out. I was like, I didn't know. But that was it. It's also just weird to even remember those times. I mean, you probably even thinking probably in a hotel room even now. What do you got a choice between like 5 different pornos?
I don't
can
even
watch
know.
everything ever made on the internet.
Why?
Really,
Why? That must have been a billion-dollar industry until everyone had the internet. They took the internet with them.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like some hotels should be like no laptops allowed. Like how cell phones aren't allowed. How you got to put it in one of those bags.
In the bag. Yeah. Like, we know what you're up to. Although I will say, I can't remember where I was, but now there's like in Florida, if you go to a porn website, you have to take a picture of yourself on the computer to send to the state to let them know that you're about to beat off.
I feel like that's a great tool to curb.
No, you've never seen a worse picture of yourself than like a frantic picture you're taking.
Pretty embarrassing when you think your dick's like a 44 Magnum and it's more like a runny nose. I remember once I wanted my wife to see it. We were making love and I thought for sure it really could shoot out for real this time. And I wanted to show her because I thought she'd actually give a shit. And, honey, watch this. Wow, that's real nice, Bob. You just had the carpet cleaned. And the other thing that's really weird about porno movies, in every porno movie, there's at least one scene where they come on the girl's tits, and the women always love it. They can't get enough. They're rubbing it in and singing and everything, you know. They have music playing. It's not like that at home. When your wife goes, hey! What's the matter with you?
It's like you hear all the women laughing.
Yeah.
It's like it's all this like kind of like dick jokes, but you can hear it's like everyone's laughing in the club. You know what I mean?
Do you find that because that's something that I was surprised by, because I used to have some like pretty dirty stuff about like porn and graphic things, and when I would see the crowd, I'd be like, oh, there's a lot. Oh man, these women aren't going to like it. And I found that they would be laughing the hardest at it, like middle-aged, you know, like old, like women in their 40s or whatever.
They're out. This is their night out. They're so excited, and I do always find, because I think I'm like fairly filthy on stage, but my persona is, I would say, it's like Mike Birbiglia meets gay, and they always seem to like when I'm dirty, because they're like, he's lying.
My wife said, why don't you lay on your stomach and let me go in the other way? And she pulled out her vibrator and said, let me do you first. After that, you really don't feel like doing much of anything. Except maybe a good long cry. I knew it wasn't going to be good when I saw her holding it like this. This?
Wait, what?
I wish I knew how she was holding it.
Like that.
Oh, like
Like
that.
like
A stabbing knife?
Yeah, like a stabbing knife. Like fucking Jason. That's how she's holding it, for sure.
Things don't belong up your ass, you know? Gee, thanks for that tip, Bob. I went out with a girl once. She said, "You want to have the greatest orgasm in the world? Listen to this. I'm going to stick a knotted rag up your ass, right?" Wrong. She said, "No, it's a real thing. It's called the Japanese love knots. I stick it up there, and just when you're ready to come, I'm going to yank it out. It's going to be like the 4th of July. Yeah, it's going to be like the 4th of July the next time I shit normal." When it comes to my ass, I don't like the word yank right off the bat. I said, "Honey, I don't want to rag up my ass." Especially when I see her taking it out of the trunk of her car. She said, "Well, how about a string of beads?" I said, "What are you, Monty Hall? This is not a big deal here." But I figure, what the hell? You only go around this crazy old world once, right? And who's going to know? So I'm at the hospital getting the beads removed. And the doctor pulled the string, and I came like a wildcat. I just wish my mom and dad weren't there.
A lot of stuff about him having sexual stuff happening in front of his mom and dad.
Well, it's really funny because his parents are like these tiny Holocaust survivors, and he like takes them with him to his when he hosts the AVNs.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's got all sorts of stories. You can see footage of it. He used to tell a story about his mom getting in the elevator with some dude who was famous for having this giant cock.
Okay.
And he was like, "That's the guy," and she's like, "It's not real." She's like asking him. She's just a little old lady. It's really, really funny, man.
Did you ever meet his parents?
No, I never met him, but there was video. I mean, it was like he would talk about them, and you could see footage of them. They I think they're Holocaust survivors, and they fucking out-survived to him.
Wow.
Yeah. This is the story he tells me of like this is how he gets started in comedy. I don't know if you know this. This is his famous story. I love telling this. He was living in Arizona. He's visiting his sister out here. The way it was just the Hollywood Improv, and the way the open mic worked was someone put down your name, and then if you put down your name and you went up, and his sister, they went to the show, him and his sister put down his name. He didn't even know it. He gets up there, somehow he's funny, and what's his name? Fucking Monocles, Bud Friedman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is like, "You come back here anytime you want. You're on stage whenever you want." He's like, "Great." He goes back to Arizona. I think he was a stereo salesman. He tells his family, he tells his wife, he's like, "Look, we're doing this. I'm moving. We're going. We're going to go to L.A. I've got a place. It's all happening at the Improv." And he packs up his whole family. He drives them all to L.A. They're moving. They moved to Los Angeles. And before they're going to stay at his sister's, but before they go, he's like, "I want to show you where I'll be playing all the time." They drive up to the Improv. There's smoke rising from the building and fire trucks all around. It had a huge fire that day, and it burnt down. And that's the start of his Hollywood career, and it just keeps going that way. Wow. Just time after another. You know, actually, I forgot. He goes to like Aspen, gets a fucking TV deal after all these years of struggling. They're about to make his pilot, and that's when he found out he got cancer. So that's what fucked his whole deal up, and they no one wanted it. He couldn't do the show, and they fucking took it all away from him.
But this album's great.
He was a funny guy,
And he was very nice. He was like, I remember he would go shopping. He would get all this fruit. He's like, "Here, take some fruit." He would give me some fruit. Yeah. And I went to see a movie with him. We went to see 310 to Yuma. We saw the remake.
Oh,
of
right.
That. Yeah. I just always remember that stuff. I mean, like, you know, headliners aren't always like that, and he would you know, take you out and give you fruit.
It really stands out to me. Yeah, I only worked with him once in Boise, and I have great memories of it, even though it was just the one weekend with him. But there was a lot of, he would like call me, "Hey, what are you doing? Let's go." You know, and I hung out with him the whole time.
Yeah, hang out. It was cool.
And I don't know if I told it on here. We called Sting, who was playing in Boise.
You and Schimmel?
Me and I went back to, we were making jokes because Sting was playing the same night, like that Friday night.
You were the two things happening in Boise.
And he just kept making jokes about, like, you know, "Oh, Mr. Sting," like, "Oh, Mr. Sting," and like, there's like one nice hotel in Boise. We weren't staying there, but I when we were like walking around, I was like, I bet Sting's staying there. And then after the show, we went back. We were in the same hotel, I guess, but we were in his room hanging out. And I was like, I bet if we call that hotel and ask for Sting, we'll get his room. And he's like, "Give it a shot." And I called, And the lady answered. I said, "Can I have Sting's room, please?" And she said, "Hold on."
No way.
And then I'm 10 seconds later, hello? Like Sting, we
No
woke
way.
Sting up and I had nothing. I did not expect it to work. And I was just like, hey, Sting, I'm here with Robert Schimmel. We're here too. Like I had nothing.
You weren't worried that he would call the police?
No.
What?
That was the joke.
Oh, shit. I went over. Oh, my God.
Yeah. They do. Dogs smell shit for a living. Take them for a walk. What's the first thing they do? They find shit. Hey, here's some shit over here. Nope, that's not my shit. That's mine. Why do you shit so close to me?
Sounds like a Carlin right there.
That's why I can never figure out. Anybody can have a Rottweiler or a Doberman or a Pit Bull. How do you discipline dogs like that? Hey, did you shit over there? Yeah, you got a problem with that? No, it's a nice looking shit. And on the rug too, just the way I like it. My daughter wanted a rabbit. Easter time I bought her a rabbit. About 3 days after we got it, it started acting real sick. It's laying around and my wife goes, gee, maybe we should take him to the vet. So why don't you just let me take him for a drive? I'm going to take a $5 rabbit to the vet. So we're at the vet. It's either that or a year's supply of jack-off cream for me. The vet wants to put the rabbit in the animal hospital for observation. I swear, I'm not making this up. We go back to visit the bunny. It's in an oxygen tent. There's an IV in its arm, and it's just laying there. And the guy comes out and he goes, I got some bad news for you. I said, am I wearing an I'm an asshole t-shirt? I said, the rabbit might be in a coma, and we don't... Pull the plug now, please. I think we're looking at 4 potential keychains here, maybe. The fucking the parrot's okay though, right?
Fuck the parrot? Oh, I missed that.
We missed that one.
I just had a birthday, so I had to go for a complete physical. I'm in there undressed. The guy tells me to bend over. He's putting a rubber glove on. I said, what's happening? He said, it's nothing. I need a stool specimen. I said, well, how about I shit on the floor and you pick it up? Same shit, no hand up the ass. He said, don't worry, I wear a glove. Yeah, that was my main concern, the glove. Not the diving watch. I was wearing like a Rolex colon master. I had to get a thing called a sigmoidoscopy. They have something like this long. The guy goes, now, Robert, today we're going to stick this up your ass. I said, why? Did one of my checks bounce? He said, no, don't be alarmed. It's just to look around. For a parking space? Come on. I thought this thing was a coat rack when I came in. He says, this detects blood in your colon. I said, yeah, if you use that, I can make a prediction right now. Made me lay down, Velcro my arms to my sides, turns me upside down. He's feeding it in like the Roto-Rooter guy. I thought he was laying a phone line to Hong Kong in there. He says, you might feel a little pressure. On the roof of my mouth, get it out. And he thinks he can talk to you while he's doing it. You know? Yeah, so what do you think of the baseball strike? I taste metal. Then I'm laying there upside down with this thing up my ass, and he goes, I gotta call somebody else in here. I said, what is this, something wrong? Said, no, he's just never gonna believe you let me do this to you. I hate those guys. Yeah, your left testicle feels funny. Well, then leave it alone.
That was the cold open to a sitcom. Believe it or not, was him getting a rectal exam.
Really?
Yeah. That was remember, because back in the day, you used to like kind of do your big bit would be part of the sitcom. You know, like in Seinfeld, he's sitting at the laundromat and starts doing like, maybe it's even the sock bit. He's doing a bit.
Right.
And that was the opening of his whole show. And it's funny. It's like I just think it's kind of like a weird your bar mitzvah as a comedian when you you finally have your rectal exam. You're like, oh, now I can write a bit about having a rectal exam.
Well,
you know?
we were talking about that. You said you seemed familiar with what he was talking about with the whatever the thing that he stuck up his ass.
Sigmoidoscopy?
Yeah.
Well, there's a very funny sigmoidoscopy bit, another one from the 80s by Dennis Wolfberg?
Oh, it's Wolfberg. Yeah.
Yes, Wolfberg.
Yeah.
And dude, he talks about he's one of these guys who mugs, but he mugs in the funny. He's got these crazy bug eyes, and he goes like the rigid sigmoidoscopy. He's talking all crazy, man. It's funny as hell. Like that's another. I mean, this is a classic up the ass bit, but that's another classic '80s one, man. It's like it's really funny.
We've talked about this before because it is a trope in comedy where they talk about going to the doctor and they stick their finger up your ass.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had a doctor stick his finger up my ass.
You haven't had a colonoscopy?
I had a colonoscopy, but
Yes.
they knocked me out. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
they
it's
might
also
have
a
done
prostate.
it.
It's a prostate exam also.
I don't think I've had that.
Well, you should get it checked.
I heard that you can blow a load from that. Can't you? Isn't that a
I mean, did you hear that in a stand-up joke?
No, I thought like a prostate massage or something is makes you.
Yeah, that's not the prostate check though. Like,
You pay extra for that?
Yeah, I think the prostate massage actually like enhances your coming.
I don't know. I haven't had it. I haven't had it either yet.
You ever
I gotta get out more often.
but you never tried it?
I don't know.
You never put your finger up your ass?
I don't think. No, I don't think so.
No,
You put your finger up your ass.
no, we're Irish Catholic.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It
Are
sucks.
you serious? I thought
God.
I thought this was a bit.
No, God,
No, I don't.
God, there's nothing I want more in life than to have been born Jewish because it feels like you guys have been liberated. And
Oh, it's no, 100%. It's
Yeah.
true. The guilt I hear, and also the guilt I learn about from stand-up comedy. Like Dana Gould's got a bit about like he has to jack off with the lights off because he's so ashamed. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I
Yeah.
jack off in a bus bathroom. I don't give a fuck. Like, this is crazy. Like, what's wrong with you? You know? And
I mean, you could. That question could be asked from both sides.
I'm just saying we've all heard that it might feel good to have something up your ass. You never put anything up your ass?
I mean,
not even a crucifix.
Some people don't even say, excuse me, you get to a certain age. My grandfather. Hi, Bob. How you? Jeez, Grandpa. What? What? Well, the rug tore off the floor and flew out the window. No one wants to admit the farting, even if you have one of those little baby farts, one of those. You try and make people think you made that sound with your mouth. Like everyone around you isn't going, man, this breath smells like shit. How about when you have to fart and you want to let it out real easy so nobody knows? And you shit in your pants. It's one of those surprise farts. Hey, that's wet. And you're at work and you have to throw your underwear out. And someone catches you at the dumpster. Hey, what do you got over there? Nothing. Nothing. That's shitty underwear. It's not mine. Are you carrying somebody else's shitty underwear around? Actually, you don't have to worry about that anymore. I saw an ad for adult diapers. Depends. That's something to look forward to, huh? Now you can finish that important business meeting and take a dump at the same time. No one's the wiser with Depends. Yeah, we'll put that new building up right over here. Ooh. Hey, Joey, you okay? Yeah, I shit in my pants. I'm cool. I'm wearing a diaper. Shit twice already. You can't tell, right? Shit can be scary. I took a shit once and it was black, and I know black shit means something's wrong, and I started to panic, and I called my dad. I said, Dad, you're not going to believe this. I just took a shit and it's black. He said, Bob, you're not going to believe this, but I'm in a business meeting and you're on the speakerphone. You guys have been a great crowd. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Well, he's got one on there that we didn't get to do. We must have skipped it. Where he talks about he has the premise of how to blind people know when they're done wiping their ass, which is a classic Schimmel joke.
Yeah. I remember that from childhood.
Yeah. That's him. That's his joke. I found out once. I was at I did a show and all these blind people were there, and he had a dog in there in the stall with him. So that's how they know.
What?
Yeah.
The dog it barks when you're. How does that work?
I mean, I didn't stick around, but I'm like, the guy has the dog.
Yeah.
This is how it goes down. But then I walked the crowd of blind people because I was doing all these Jew jokes and they couldn't see me and they thought I was anti-Semitic. I swear to God.
Did you just hear a bunch of canes?
I watched. Hey,
I mean, that's like
I could see. They're blind. I could see. I watched them walk out.
That's the clumsiest walkout ever. Just like banging the table.
More of a stumble out, but still. Yeah, that really happened. They all walked.
What do you have? What do you have to promote, or what you got? I guess your website has all your dates on it.
Yeah, you could see me in. I'm gonna be in August. I'm gonna be both at the Fat Black Pussycat in New York, one of the Sellers rooms, running my hour, and then I'm gonna be at Acme in Minneapolis, running my hour. So come see me there, and there's all the dates are on my website, and check out that last special, Present Tense, on YouTube.
There you go. All the links will be in the description. Sean?
Hey, just listen to Off the Records with Bean Money and the Comment.
Awoo.
And, write a review,
Yeah, share it with your friends.
Tell a friend.
Tell somebody. Thanks, Louie.
No problem.